Okay, so last week we were talking about the assessment and what do we need to do before we give care to someone who is injured or ill. And I mentioned SOAP notes. And SOAP stands for Subjective, Objective Assessment and Plan. And here I have an example of a SOAP note, and it's from the Wilderness Medical Association. They have a pretty good one. I've also attached it into D2L so you have access to it. And I want you to make lots of copies of this because I want you to have these when we come to class, and we'll use them during some of the activities that we have. We'll definitely use them during the skills assessments and those scenarios. And so you need to be able to keep good SOAP notes. And in the backcountry, this is your record. So then whatever's going on, you have it in writing. You're not skipping any steps, and you're able to be as professional as possible. And then these are going to be the records. If they need additional care, these are going with them to help whoever they're going with, search and rescue, to doctors, whoever it is. Now, as you can see on here, we have name, sex, their age, birth date, their weight, emergency contacts. We're having a description of the scene. Probably should have them describe what is their primary complaints that they have. And then we have sample, and sample stands for the symptoms, allergies, medication, pertinent medical history, last ins and outs, events that led up to this. So that's the sample. Then when we get to the objective, this is things that you find, especially if we want you to do a good, thorough head-to-toe check. What are everything else that's going on? And then from there, you can mark here kind of in a visual form of where you found all that. And you can make your notes. Of course, with all this, we want to have good vitals. We want to mark the time, their pulse, their respiratory rate, blood pressure, their skin temperature, the APU scale. Now, we'll definitely be talking about several of these in more detail of how to collect those vitals in class. Then when we get to the back side of the sheet, page 2, we have the assessment, the problems that are listed, and I like to put them in a ranking order. That way, what's most important is at the top, and what might be a little bit more mild and minor would be towards the bottom. And then anticipated problems. These are definitely going to be dehydration, possible shock. What are the weather conditions that we need to anticipate? How are we going to protect them? And then we need to have our treatment plan. The treatment plan is going to kind of list everything that you are going to do to help this person. And then we have additional notes because there's always time where we need to just make some notes. So they provide several bits of space for that. Now, for this, you may need to have several SOAP notes for someone because as you write more, you're going to start running out of time. I mean, like vitals, you're definitely going to probably need more space than this, especially if we're going to have some extended care waiting for search and rescue to come with you. So this is a brief overview of that. I want you to bring these to class. I want you to have a whole lot of copies and put them in your first aid kits. That way that they're ready when an actual emergency happens. And we'll see how everyone enjoys this format.